Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of SEO 911 with me, Ira Gupta from ToffeeDev. And today we're gonna discuss something that is amazing. Okay, how the Gen AI global partnership and growth strategy for the future. Okay, this episode is brought to you by SEO Forum Bali 2024. This is an event, a 3 days event that you don't want to miss in 2024, especially for you in SEO, marketing, business, or entrepreneurship. At this 3 days event, you're gonna learn from world-class speaker, you're gonna network, and of course, you need to stay ahead with the competition in 2025 on marketing. Okay. Again, for this interview, we have something special for this episode. For our guest at these episodes, she got an extensive background in product strategy at a firm, and she also had experience as a corporate strategy at BNP Paribas. Now she's working at this one great company called Haptic, which offering a Gen AI chatbot suite and a powerful WhatsApp API platform for business. She's responsible for scaling Haptic through for scaling haptics in the worldwide through innovative referrals, reseller, and integration partnership. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Ira Gupta. Ira Gupta. Hi, Ira.
Hi, Ryan. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having this interview with me. It's so amazing. Cannot wait to learn from you. But maybe our listeners is not really know you yet. So maybe you can introduce yourself.
Sure. Let me do that. So, hi, I'm Ira. I grew up in Mumbai. I left in 2012 to go to the US for my undergrad. I went to UPenn, studied PPE, politics, philosophy, economics, whatever that means. um, Never really practiced anything in those subjects. Went on to work for BNP Paribas in kind of like a cross of banking and consulting. Learned a lot in that role for about 2.5 years, and then moved to a firm, which is a buy now, pay later, a leading buy now, pay later company in the US now. And when I joined, it was just a startup. So spent 4.5 years at a firm, saw it go public, did a lot of product strategy work for them, started as an analyst, and yeah, and then moved back to India because I got married and joined Haptic after a long break. And it's been amazing. I lead partnerships at Haptic globally, and I've been working on growing the business through different sorts of partnerships.
Wow. So you starting not from the technical company, like technological company, and then now you're in the technology company. That's amazing. How does it feels?
Feels great. Yeah, I think it's been a really nice learning curve. BNP was all about structuring your thinking and building your executive presence, being in a lot of C-suite meetings, taking notes as an analyst. So it just gave me a lot of exposure to like executive thinking. A firm then was a very like DIY role where I was in the weeds of the data, running SQL queries, analyzing customer behavior, building products. And then Haptic now is kind of an amalgamation of marketing, product, and sales, and partnerships. Kind of brings all of that together. So that's been a really interesting turn of events as well.
But I can feel like, uh, is it hard to move that? Because I know that some of my friends who's moving to the technology company, it's so hard, and especially in the technology company, they have a lot of tools they are using, like CRM, there's emails marketing, WhatsApp marketing, and then they put on the analytics data, funnels. Is it confusing you? Does it confusing you?
So when I first made the switch from BNP to a firm, I definitely had, a lot of learning on the job. I learned how to code in SQL on the job, learned how to use, all of the different tools. And now moving to Haptic, it's not that much of a transition. I'm a little further away, a little more senior, so I'm kind of pushing my teammates to learn these things. But yeah, no, I think it's really exciting. Like, I am all about data driven decision making. I love, having access to data, being able to pull it whenever I want. So I'm all for it. Not confusing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And now you're in haptic. Maybe you mentioned haptic several times, but at least we in Indonesia don't know yet about haptic. But I, of course, since we met several times, I now understand a bit about haptic. But maybe you can introduce haptic. What is haptic? I know that haptic is working a lot with AI and
Sure.
on the marketing. Yeah, maybe you can introduce haptic in the not in a nutshell, but nutshell and a bit in the meat, a bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, sure. That sounds good. So Haptic is a conversational AI company that was founded in 2013. We've been in the business for over a decade. We were the pioneers of conversational AI. Like, we, had already were using GPT-3 before the Gen AI wave happened, for example, right? So Haptic basically has two suites of products. One is called Contact, which is our Gen AI enabled chatbot suite. Right, so this is completely AI driven conversational bots that are channel agnostic across WhatsApp, email, app, website, etc. So we help companies develop customer journeys for customer service or marketing or sales using this. The other product that we developed in 2019 is called Interact, which is a WhatsApp API platform or a WhatsApp marketing tool. And that is has bits of Gen AI, because we're a Gen AI company and we've infused that, and that's the differentiator for us. But it's primarily a tool for companies to engage with their customers on WhatsApp. And that is a tool that we're really excited, for the Indonesian market as well. Not that we've not had contact, customers, but I think Interact is a very like scalable product for Indonesia.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds interesting. But isn't it the competition is quite tough on the landscape? Like everybody's talking about AI, right? Like
Yeah.
it's since 2000, since last year, 2023, everybody said everything in AI, 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 AI. I honestly don't know what's AI anymore because everyone said there are tools with AI embed to the engine, but sometimes it's not that good. Hey, you
Yeah.
know how it feels. Well, so what makes you stand out from the others?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think, it's so true. Like AI, this whole Gen AI wave has kind of hit us, and it's, really real. But as I said, I think we specifically have been in this business for over a decade, right? Much longer than most AI companies that have come around in this recent wave. We were building chatbots, using the earlier versions of GPT much before all of this happened. So we have a lot of experience. We've also been able to build like domain specific expertise. Like, over the years we've templatized use cases and developed like domain expertise in every industry, like may it be BFSI, may it be travel, hospitality, retail, of course. So we've been able to really help these industries and a lot of companies within each of them, to develop these customer journeys. And then finally, I think we've really proven ourselves in terms of handling scale. And we've put in multiple checks and balances to ensure that the models and systems we deploy are production secure. Our security is another thing that stands us out. Like, we make sure that the data masking capabilities are a part of every prompt, ensuring that there's no private data or sensitive information sent to third party systems. So I think a combination of all of those things like really sets us apart. And of course, on the WhatsApp API side, we're a BSP and a select premier partner of Meta. So we get exclusive access to new WhatsApp features. We get to participate in any pilots or alphas that they're doing. And we've worked with them to do a lot of new things, right? Like we built the first end-to-end shopping experience with commerce along with Meta. So we're the first ones to do that with them. And we also bring a lot of our AI knowledge to the WhatsApp platform, right? In the form of smart ads, where we use Gen AI to recommend ad format to you when you're trying to run a CTWA click to WhatsApp ad. And then we also have AnswerBot, which is like a Gen AI enabled workflow where the bot is able to answer questions in natural language and understand questions in natural language.
Wow, there's a lot. There's a lot that you can do, and there's something interesting about the next WhatsApp. Can you share what's the next big thing on WhatsApp that you can share with me or with us today?
Next big thing on WhatsApp. Well,
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that we're excited about is definitely like, hyper personalized interactions, even on WhatsApp, right?
Mm.
Like we think that there's going to be, the enablement of Gen AI that we're doing, the kind of like ease with which you're going to be create workflows for your customers is going to lead to like a very personalized experience that doesn't feel like you're talking to a WhatsApp bot anymore, right? That is really exciting for us. And then, of course, the infusion of commerce, right? I think when I was at a firm, like we would always talk about how every company is going to be a fintech company, and that couldn't be truer because at the end of the day, we're now going to be doing end-to-end commerce on WhatsApp. So, it becomes a payments game as well, and that's very interesting.
Is it available for now? The commerce, like,
Yes, so commerce is coming to Indonesia. We're in the process of, having some payment gateway integrations and, enabling end-to-end commerce on WhatsApp. But it's already here in India. We have, payment gateways that have enabled WhatsApp Pay. So a customer is actually able to place an order, pay for it, and kind of receive their order without really leaving the WhatsApp chat. Like you're able to pay within the WhatsApp inbox.
wow, wow, that's gonna be big. Like Indonesia, at least Indonesia is a WhatsApp country. Everyone is heavily on WhatsApp, so I'm looking forward for that. So, uh, what kind of industry or company that you are working on right now? Is it a big one or small one? Enterprise, micro, or
Yeah. So our work spans, all sizes, of course. In Indonesia, we've had a lot of success with large companies, primarily because we started with focusing on enterprise. So, like for example, we've powered the chatbot for Siloam hospitals, which is like appointment booking at the hospital, etc. Like that's all enabled with our chatbot through Contact. And we're working with a lot of other large companies as well. Recently, we've also started, kind of distributing Interact in the market, and we've got a few early adopters, like the Astana Group or, Time Now is another company. But we're still building, the use cases and scale there.
maybe you can share one of your what's your favorite success stories that they are using, applying your tools for their business, and then what kind of result that they can expect.
Yeah, yeah. I think if we're talking about Indonesia, I think Siloam Hospitals is one of the biggest success stories that we've seen. And Ryan, you were on a panel with
Yeah.
him,
Yes.
and heard all about it. But it's a game changing for them because it streamlines the process of booking a hospital appointment, kind of getting a ticket to present it, a coupon to present when they're in the hospital, and lots of other capabilities for like post visit flows, and so we're quite excited about that, and we're helping them enhance that to like maybe send reports or like do other such things. So yeah, I think that's been a great one for us.
Yeah, maybe for because you mentioned Siloam. Siloam is one of the biggest hospital chain in Indonesia,
Mhm.
and I know uh, to get into there, and it because it's a hospital, it's they are connecting with the patient names and all the data from the doctors, and it's high. They have the privacy policy is quite high,
Mhm.
but you can solve it. But maybe others have the same question as me, saying like, "Hey, if we are using the Gen AI at this moment, will it possible to ensure that our data is not leaking out there? What's the policy that you can ensure them that it's not gonna happen?"
Yeah, absolutely. They're already insured of that. We pride ourselves on our security and private like data handling, right? So even though I think Siloam's data is not hosted locally, we assure them that there will be no leakage, and we've not had any such incidents or any such things happen in the time that we worked with them, and we've really never experienced it with any customer, right? Like data security is one of the main things that comes with accessing so much information from a company and enabling such chatbots or such journeys. So that's totally a guarantee, like 100% guarantee on our end.
That's good one. So glad to hear that. but anyway, the haptic, uh, the chat, the Gen AI that you said previously, we are coming to the uh, personalized content. Maybe it's
Mhm.
not just personalized content in terms of like uh, how we what we gonna talk, but also the personalized tone regarding of the company, whether it's a young company or old company that is formal, informal. Is it possible to do that on the haptic environment? And maybe you can share how haptic will prepare everything about it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So I think when it comes to let's say that you have a bunch of information, right? Haptic is able to consume like website links, PDF documents, any sort of information that you have on the company, um, and use that to throw out answers to questions from customers, right? And the whole point of it being AI, and able to like understand natural language and reply in that way, is for it to be able to mimic the tone that you're writing in, right? That is something that we're able to train the model to do. It may not do it perfectly in the beginning, but I'm sure that it kind of learns, and the whole point is that it learns from its behavior. So we set that up entirely for you, right? Like we take all the information that you have to provide to us. We basically make our model consume that and then train it to answer those questions correctly, right? And we run a lot of analysis and checks to make sure that the model is spitting out the right information, and answering in the right tone and the right way, etc. So yeah, we're definitely able to deliver on that.
So the more data is the better, you say.
Yes, yes. If you have a lot of like depth in the data, the model is more likely to, be able to pick up and do better with the responses.
Oh, so I think I need to start collecting my data, because sometimes
Yes.
the data in the company is everywhere. Like
Yeah.
what
And
kind
that,
of format? What kind of format that you can accept? Like either you said it's PDF, text. Is it able to videos and everything? Yep.
yeah, yeah. It's able to consume all sorts of data, PDFs, websites, text, etc. Everything. Yeah.
Wow, that's gonna be awesome. So I believe there is a lot of people that want to start this kind of journey. Like they enhance their customer service, their marketing department,
Hmm.
engaging with the AI to automate all the process. Of course, everything. I think most business owner or most entrepreneur will see this like opportunity to enhance their customer experience. But
Yeah.
I know it's the journey is not short. It's not that fast. But where
Hmm.
to start? maybe you can suggest one or two ideas that where they can start throughout this journey.
Start for like building a chatbot
Building
or
the Gen AI experience for their business.
yeah, yeah. I think a really nice way to maybe start off is to go for the Interact suite of products, right? If you're not a very big, very large company, you can sign up for Interact, and now you have a great way to chat with your customers on WhatsApp. Which can be slightly Gen AI enabled, if you do your workflows with the smart bot. And the whole point of that would be to kind of test how your customers respond to an automated messaging system that is answering their questions, and you are and is kind of on the behalf of the business, giving them information and giving them like, here's the products that we sell, etc., etc. That's a great way to start. And then if you realize the value in that, you see that your human interactions are reducing, you're reducing cost on the customer service or the sales side. You can then notch that up further by going to our other product, which is more and more Gen AI enabled, right? Contact seamlessly works on WhatsApp as well, and maybe then it's time to build more complex journeys and answer more complex questions for people on WhatsApp. So that might be a great way to start and develop that capability.
So the URL is, if they want to check the Interact URL is Interact. How you,
Yeah, Interakt.
yes, interact.com. Okay,
Yes,
so I will put the description on the I will put the link on the description so everyone
perfect.
can check, because
Yeah,
yeah, it's a new way, it's a new world. I think every business need to adopt this kind of technology, even though they just starting. It's gotta be getting bigger and bigger. uh,
yeah, absolutely.
all right, lastly, you will come to SEOCon Bali, SEOCon Forum Bali. Cannot wait to see you
Yes,
there.
super excited. What a great place to have an event.
So
Let's go.
yeah, it's Bali. So what you
Yeah.
gonna discuss at this event?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to talk about, how Gen AI is revolutionizing customer engagement for businesses. I think when it can be from a customer service perspective, sales, or, any sort of utility conversation that a customer might want to have with a business. I think that's what I'm going to touch on.
Yes, awesome. I cannot wait, because I really love the way the ChatGPT and all the AI platform evolving this time. It's so fast. I personally cannot catch up with all the changes. It's so hard. So I
Great.
think I'm gonna spend like 45 minutes of your talk, and then condense it so I get all the knowledge within the 45 minutes. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for this interview. I hope I'll see you in Bali in December.
Perfect.
Right?
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for having me.
That's an amazing discussion with Ira, talking about Gen AI, how you can personalize your business and expand your business at scale through chatbot and WhatsApp and communication, leveraging uh, AI for your business. It's not only for your marketing but as well your processes and also your customer service. Make sure you check the website Haptic or Interact and get to know more about their software. Well, again, this episode is brought to you by SEOCon Forum 2024. This is the 3 days event in Bali, Indonesia on 4 to 6 December 2024. If you haven't checked it out, you need to check it out at seocon.id. Get your seat, and I hope I'll see you there. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I cannot wait to see you again on the next episodes.